it's actually been a very long time since I last recorded this, so I don't even remember what we were doing and why is it lagging. Oh, no, it wasn't lagging. What were we even doing? It's... what the... okay, hold on, let me fix that. Is it better? I think it looks better. Maybe. I want to say yes. Okay, blah blah blah, you can't do anything. I know when we present something, we have to present something. This is getting stupid and weird. I think I already presented this, but I don't even remember what was going on in the last episode. Sigh. Interesting, you say. And what is that? Hold on again, the dimensions are off. Sorry I keep pausing it, I'm just so OCD about this stuff. Whoa, that was weird. That article, oh, we're getting somewhere. Finally, progress. We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal with Mr. Cordera, but why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Suicide? Her name was Celeste Impax. I think that's how you say her first name. And she was Juan Cordia's manager. The victim's manager? But that's not all, pal. Miss Impax was Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. Her mentor? A woman who was both Mr. Cordia's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor? Could her suicide have something to do with this case? Do you want to know more about her, pal? Sure, why not? Celeste Impax. She was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but... oh god! I'm getting very sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Miss Von Karma! You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean... I do. Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's... wait. Please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll... quiet. If it weren't for traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you want to say? What? Who? That voice. Edgeworth? It's been a long time, right? This person... is this Mr. Edgeworth? Okay, now listen to this music. If someone walked in the room and this music played, what would you think of them? What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others for when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Francesca. You! How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it! You soiled the Von Karma name to drag it through the mud! Run away with your tail between your teeth like the ill-bred dog you are! Are you talking about the Von Karma family tree? So pretty perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francesca. How are things going? I hear you are having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your... oh, I thought you was about to say keep your ass to yourself. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never! Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will see you tomorrow, in court. It will be a clinical lesson of the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. Edgeworth, it's... holy heck! I thought you, Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died! Mr. Nick? I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What? I have something definite that you lack, and that's the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head? A lot of things may have happened, however, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of a von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, if it was Francisca, she would definitely say, "I will defeat you this time," the instant she saw me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my clients, to save their lives. To save your client, you say? Those who only think of their own ego-driven goals. Those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Reprehensible. Even if you are a prodigy. Or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there's still a lot you have left to learn. A lot I have yet to learn? Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Edgeworth. Holy hell. That's all I can really say. He's standing right in front of us. Can we present stuff to him? I forget. We're looking into leads, but we can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person. That person is not even here right now. Lag. What the hell? Before I go, I wanna see stuff. While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing? And what is so refreshing about a spring breeze? Really? Did you really just ask that question? Come on, Edgeworth. Tisk, tisk, tisk. There's an interesting rumor about this man. You mean the one about him and Miss Andrews getting close to him? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But that's a pretty common tabloid flair, isn't it? Flair? Fair. I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. Okay? Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. A secret? You can't help but feel that way this whole case revolves around her. What do you mean by that? What does he mean by that? Well, I think we're done here, so let's head back to the hotel. You can just see this thing there, like you get this epic music, and then, I think that song is called The Great Revival, Miles Edgeworth, but I just like calling it The Great Rival, because, you know, they're, whatever. Can we break Adrian's psych lock now that he... Oh, I think we were supposed to come here. Sweet! Progress! Looks like Miss Andrews isn't here. That's not good. I still have a few questions I want to ask her. And she has that psych lock on her heart, right? Well, we don't have much of a choice. Guess we'll have to come back later. Darn it. Darn it! As Frieza would say. Nothing. How unfortunate. No, I am not doing this, no. I am not humming that song. Hotel lobby, that's where I want to go. So, I think it's the office? Nope. Detention center? Yes! Maybe, probably not. Ah, the lawyer dude. So, what did you find out? Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. But I've already told you everything I know, dude. You sure? Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do, so I was in my Nickel Samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to have after the show. I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? Strange. How could you not know about your own thing? Whatever. Anyway, when I was leaving my room that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Cordia was already dead at that time? Yeah, that's what I gathered from it. Anyway, from my manager. The way he's always talking about his manager as if she runs his life. Didn't we already talk about this? And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then, out of the blue, the dude arrested me. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Correa, what sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face-to-face, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. Yeah, we had this conversation. Yeah, we had this exact same conversation. Blah, 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 blah. So we were just talking about this. Okay. I have some ideas. That's my manager. Did you meet her? Yeah. What do you think? Strong woman, right? And she takes good care of me. You're such a mama's boy. That was weird. You know anything about this girl? Huh? What's wrong? How much do you know? What do you mean, how much? Mr. Lawyer, I may be your client, but I hope you will keep yourself out of my personal life. No, I would never... Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lunch appointment I have to keep. You're in jail! That was weird, though. What was that about? What does he mean, how much do we know? How much do you know? Okay, now I think we can go back to meet with Adrian. No! It's so catchy, I can't help it. So back to Engarde's room. And no, nobody's there. Let's go to Cordia's room then, or Cordia. I don't even know how to say it. I'm pretty sure I've been saying it right, I think. Nope. Okay. I got no idea where to go. Oh, I think we should talk to Edgeworth about, what's-her-face? Celeste. Because apparently everybody seems to be having different reactions. Oh, let's see what Will knows. Nope, nothing. Okay, you were very helpful. douchebag? I'm kind of regretting that, but it doesn't hurt to ask. I think. Okay. Your measurements? Doesn't. I don't know what exactly we did to her. I mean, I remember it was all about like that case, but still, it's like no reason. Oh, the music. Hi, Edgeworth. He's just sitting there, keeping calm, not really giving a crap about anything. This woman is another key to this to the case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. But suddenly, she was called away by a production and became Juan Guardia's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impax died. But her death was a suicide, right? Yes. But there's still one riddle left unsolved. A riddle? Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note just vanished, huh? That's a bit weird. Miss Impax's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that, there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. Hidden? The suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impax had even ever written such a note? There was no solid evidence. However, we did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes it the likelihood of the note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Guardia himself. The victim? He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Guardia hid his own manager's suicide note, but why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1? My lip just, like, touched the mic. I was like, yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that, but... I don't like to look through reports, blah, blah, blah. I like suicide reports even less. I was about to say I like them even more. What? The music stopped. 2 parts. What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. An attempted suicide. Adrian Andrews? Miss Andrews? What did she do? She tried to kill herself. She didn't seem like the kind of person trying to kill herself. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just her image. Adrian Andrews, she has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. A secret? Her codependency. That's the key word. Codependency. The word most unsuited to describing that woman. Quite the opposite of what I would think. Codependency. So, how are Adrian Andrews and codependency related? Adrian Andrews attempted at suicide. It was a few days after the death of Celeste Impax. And what did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Quite possibly because she had lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she... Her pillar of strength, her mentor, Celeste Impax, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that... Is this what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is a person who looks for someone she can trust unconditionally. And when she finds that someone, she blindly follows them. Without someone to guide her, she feels uneasy and can't carry herself through life. And that's what her codependency. When Celeste Impax suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then that means her super confident attitude, it's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. think we're almost done here. Damn it, game, why must you play some, like, really creepy music and then follow it up with some happy, upbeat music? It doesn't make any sense at all. And there are just people here. Okay, now we can break her psych lock. I'm pretty sure this is the last part of this investigation before court starts. Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone. That's Franziska von Karma. Miss von Karma? What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so... You've got some nerve following me around. Following you? That's you, Miss von Karma. You're the one doing the following. Girls. You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard. Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. I'll show you something interesting, little girl. Yes, we know about that. What's that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this... I know that fool's every move. Oh, so you're stalking him pretty much. That still makes you the following stalker. Yeah. Now let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? Alright. What were those two talking about? Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she? Hi. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're just gonna be like screwing all of this and just going for the... Take that! Bring it. That's all I have to say. Why was Juan Cordia murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize that you're putting Mr. Angarda's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answer? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Cordia. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You were not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow, I highly doubt that. Because there is such a thing as... gossip! You and Mr. Cordia had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see, however, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Cordia? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Cordia for this person's sake? I have two ideas. Take that! Nope, okay, I was wrong. No, because I'm an idiot. But you're a manager. It's called a job. Okay, shut up. I get it, I made the mistake. Is this my subtle hit to go home? Blah, 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 okay. No, don't go back to evidence. The lag is killing me. Take that! Okay. Celeste Impacts, your manager. What do you know about Celeste? Why? Okay. Apparently that seems to be a big thing for you. Miss Impact, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Cordia's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Cordia so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. Everybody says that. You may have a future as a slimy muckraker for a future third-rate tabloid. But Miss Andrews? There's no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with her suicide. With the way her suicide was resolved. Take that! Oh, I was wrong. Okay. I am just sucking. I guess I think it's just because I'm rushing, because I don't want this. I just want to finish this. Go take a long walk off the short pier. This is hilarious. Okay. Let's put my game face on. Save state. Lol.
Take that!
Really? It was that? Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Cordera. What? And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Cordera. Still gonna fight us, huh? I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me, then why did that psych log just break? I love these psych logs, because you can just question people's logic like that. No, I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impact was someone very special to you.
Take that!
Miss Andrews, you went through it too, didn't you? Went through what? Suicide. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help when you live by yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop! Really? Are you serious? Just give up already. Give it up. She literally died on the inside. It's kind of sad for hearing it from her. I forget. We got extremely sidetracked. Holy hell. Oh. I just saw, and then she died. I like where this is going, I think. It's true, I am a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small, and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth.